Hi everyone. I apologize if most of my streams have been without microphone. I juggle a lot in my daily life, and I love it because not only do I get to work, but I also have a bunch. I have also have friends and most important people in my life that I just love to talk to while working. This is what I like about streaming. I can stream and I can do all the other things in the background as well. So if any of y'all are considering to stream, I would recommend you please do. You get a lot of freedom. You can manage your own hours. It's very simple. Now I understand I don't have much of an audience yet, but that will change as my main goal is to get a job next year since I'll be officially 18. Comment please if y'all are old. All the 2007 kids are turning 18, and a lot of us aren't ready to leave high school. Me included. There's a lot of people I am gonna miss, and time flew by so fast that it just doesn't feel like the right time to finally leave. But I made a lot of memories. I made a lot of friends. I have a partner with me now. It's just my life is good. It's good. I went through a lot of issues in high school, but it's only because of my biggest flaw. I always cared about what other people thought of me, and it got me into a lot of backlash, a lot of drama, and I take full responsibility for. But yeah, I'm very excited how my senior year will go. And without further ado, let's get on Minecraft, shall we? We are going to continue working on the building that we were doing yesterday. I made quite some progress when I was last online last night. So you guys all know the drill by now. My mobile is loading in. The Switch is gonna join, and the Switch is gonna take care of it all. Oh, all my other friends are online now. It's not just me this time anymore. I guess that's how I know school is back in session, because all my friends are returning back to their hobbies. Honestly, I can't wait for school to start. My summer has been very busy as well as stressful because I have a little sister in the house and she keeps me on my toes a lot. So much so that sometimes I want to rip my hair out. But school is the only place I can get away from it all. So the thought of going back brings a smile on my face because I get my freedom back. Okay, so when we last left off, I was working on this side of the wall. Oh, the switch just appeared out of nowhere. So we are working on this side of the building. It looks like an apartment complex of some sort. No clue yet. The biggest thing that's different though, compared to the other side, which is the front, there's this large pipe that goes around this end, and it's gonna turn to the right, I think, but I'm not sure where it's gonna end, so that's why I didn't put anything down. Right now I'm on the official game, getting back to the location where I was building the building. Give me a second. Shouldn't take me that long. Nope. Nope. No, Mama. That's the thing I hate about it. What? I died? Some guy came up to me while I was on top of the building and shot me. I was not expecting that at all. Now I gotta go all the way back. I'm sorry if you guys heard my background. Yeah, it's crazy. Luckily, I get my freedom back when school starts, so none of this would be happening anymore because my sister has no choice. I'm gonna have homework to do, I have work to do. I'm not gonna have time to play with her. Once in a while maybe, but not every day. That drains a lot of energy from me playing with her because by the time we're done playing, I'm very tired to the point where I won't even want to work. Nor do anything else. If you guys paid attention to my previous streams, oh, this is where I got shot. I'm gonna take this guy down real quick then. There's another guy behind me, I know. Yeah, they're right there. Alright, now they won't kill me again. Now I gotta get back on that pipe. Alright, I'm back on the pipe. if you guys paid attention to a couple of my previous streams in the past, I had a tendency to fall asleep if I got too tired, which was a big no-no for me because the whole point is that I have to stay consistent. And the issue with my little sister's routine is I'll end up being too tired to work or do anything. Because she expects me to play with her from like early morning to like 8 in the evening, which is bad because by that time I'm supposed to work in an hour and I'm too tired to work. Okay, so the pipe. After the pipe is just another round of windows up from that point. We have one window. Oh, wrong one. You finished camp already, bro? I wasn't expecting you to message me that this late. Work as in Twitch for now. I plan to have a temporary job next year when I turn 18. Hey, tomorrow is senior sunrise. Is that mandatory? Or on the 13th? No, it's not mandatory. I'm still gonna go either way because one of my friends is gonna go and it's grown-ups and I haven't actually seen the movie. Plus, it gives me an excuse to not be home for a couple hours. Hey, also, I made a bit of an oopsie on my schedule. That apparently, in order to sign up for COS English, you were supposed to sign an application in April, which I denied because my mom told me there was an event happening in April. I didn't know what it was, so I told her I didn't want to go. So I didn't go. Well, fast forward to now. I had to sign a paper in April in order to be in COS English. So the only way I can get in, I have to sign the application tomorrow. It's only like 20 minutes, is what Miss Placencia said. Yeah. Karma came back to get me. I should have signed the paper in April. Okay, how many windows left do I have? Okay, 1, 2... There's 3 in the 3 buildings on the sides, and then there's 2 more windows after that. So, let me get my night vision. How'd your summer go, bro? As I said, mine's decently alright. Boring. As far as finding a partner, my summer had been pretty boring, besides working and stuff. My sister, though, my summer is not very enjoyable due to her. Wonder who got you sick. I know. It's just, my little sister has a bit of an attention problem, meaning I can keep her occupied on something for like 30 minutes, and then after a while she'll get bored, and if all the devices are dead or out of commission, she will make a mess. Hey, wish me luck on calculus. You wouldn't happen to have your old notes, would you? Or I'll just take my own. I'm good at note taking anyways. Oh no. No, 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 no. Not now. Not. Don't sneeze. Don't sneeze. What do you mean you already gave away your old notes? Oh. Are you ready for camp? No? Pretty sure you'll be fine. Yeah, I gotta fix my schedule too. I was playing Call of Duty with my friend yesterday. And it was only 1 o'clock and my mom got mad at me. I only had time to play 2 games. Actually 1:30 a.m., but it technically still 1, so. Why are you being bossy now? If you must know, I was playing Roblox with my partner, and I was also playing Call of Duty with my bro. So, what? Always bossy? You're not always bossy, but hey, a update on the cell phone policy. Luckily, we got a silver lining. They didn't touch us at all. The middle school and the elementaries got it hard though. Not like it matters, because those schools were always enforcing phones. We're just not allowed to use our phones in class, which shouldn't be that big of a problem. If you have classes like Garza, for example, or Arajo, you can check all your apps and stuff on the websites. That's what I would do when I couldn't use my phone. Check Instagram on the computer, listen to music in Garza's room. I forgot who that teacher was. I'm gonna see if I can remember. Middle school? Okay, let me think. Was it Stefanich? She's been around there. No? Shit. Sixth grade. It would make it so much easier if you remembered the subject. I just like checking my notifications because I'm a man in love. Luckily, I still got what I still got. I still got it. Yes. Let me finish this window and then I will go on the mobile cam and showcase what I've done. That's like the third, right? Well, let me see. I think, I think it's the third. This senior year, though, I'm planning to do all the milestones. So, for example, senior sunrise, grad night, prom, senior sunset. This well, senior barbecue is not mandatory, but who would pass? Who's gonna pass up a water slide and some barbecue? Nobody. I know you didn't do any of them because you didn't really care. I could let you know right now on terms of GD, I still haven't beaten that featured level you told me about, as well as Nine Circles. I still have not beaten that one. Thank goodness you're not saying. Okay, so that's two windows. On this end, there's another window, and that's it. Alright, this would be the last layer on the sides. Let's go on the mobile cam. That's a first. Not bad. Now, this would be, you would be able to see the tower from up here, but apparently, I don't know, something about the rendering on mobile has trouble seeing the tower even though it's not that far away. On the Switch, it looks pretty close, but on the mobile, I have my Switch facing this way. And on the Switch, it can see the tower. On the mobile, though, it has a bit of a... I think I rendered it too much. Probably too many chunks. And that's why it cannot see the tower from here. If I get closer, though, like really, really close, then you can see the tower. But from all the way over there, the mobile cam can't see it. You have been AFK for a bit, so for a while. So this is Wonder Tower. Granted, the top is a little bigger than I anticipated. The parkour is all there. The front gate of Arkham City. I could have made it look a little better, but I just ended up sticking with it. And then what's underneath is the processing center. My other viewers already saw all this, but my bro's been sick and AFK for quite a long time, so might as well catch him up to speed. Riddler's secret. There is a Riddler trophy here in the water, but you need the freeze blast in order to get in. If you step in the water, you get teleported back. And I will put mining fatigue down here in case someone tries to be stupid and tries to mine the pressure plate. Now these would be closed. You would need your remote electrical charge to shoot it, and then it would open. But I just left it wide open for now. Alright, this is the main lobby of the processing center. There's the main door. The elevator, where some of the guards would come out of. There is a Riddler trophy in there. Another Riddler trophy would be behind this explosive wall, which would have to be exploded. My next attempt on the Arkham City logo went pretty well, except it doesn't have the text on it. The infamous television where Hugo Strange blabs about his master plan and how Batman caused all of the criminality in Gotham to get too dangerous and has overwhelmed him. And for creating his villains, which he isn't wrong. Bruce Wayne's cell. There would be a Riddler trophy in here. Oh, not Riddler trophy, Riddle. This is supposed to be the trailer of Arkham City, where apparently Hugo Strange's guards failed to capture Batman, and then guard was killed by being injected with some sort of venom or something. Arkham's Shadow, which came out last year, explains more on this, even though it's just a small little Easter egg. Now, of course, this section is obviously at the very beginning of the game. Bruce Wayne is thrown into the lobby. All the thugs talk to him, tease him, and stuff. Line B, line A. Of course, he goes in line A, which he has to. Now, this is an elevator. Go all the way to the top. I unfortunately could only make it with scaffolding, so I apologize. Oh, I need to make sure that command block is not visible. But when you press it, you get teleported to the very bottom of the prison. And of course, I want to break that, but I don't want to. So, okay, so I just need to teleport X, Y, Z. That's Y. And that is going to be... Okay, so I just need to change the X value. Or I could just TP myself to the switch. Alright, so I've been teleported. And that would take you all the way... It's not that kind of venom. It's a venom that he made himself. Then you would be teleported down here, which is the inside of the prison. Now, at the very beginning of the game, there would be thugs around here. Jack Ryder would be abused. Bruce Wayne has to beat their asses. He picks up Jack Ryder. Penguin's thugs assault Bruce, and then they knock him out. Bruce is then taken all the way over here, which is not finished yet, but it's supposed to be the alleyway. Penguin would be standing here, and then the thugs would attack Bruce. He would break free, beat him up, contact Alfred at the very top. But of course, it is not done yet. I went with this side first, because if you go all the way to this side, I would not be able to continue further until I build the entirety of the museum, because it's an explorable building, which means I have to build all the rooms and stuff, and afterwards I gotta cover the whole thing up. And if you must know, bro, how long this took me, I started streaming in June. I began building this map a couple of weeks after. So this map as of right now, I have been working on this map for about a month. And I've made some pretty good progress. It's a lot better than my other maps I've done in the past. Oh, it's not just Arkham City. Oh, no. It's all of them. Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, Arkham Knight, even though most people don't like Arkham Knight. Me included, because I don't like how those Batmobile missions were. Oh, that was a pain to do on stream. Dying over and over. As well as Arkham Origins. If you want to know how many Riddler trophies I have to place down, because I can't forget about the Maniac Riddler, I'll just put it to you simply. I have to place 1,280 Riddler trophies all around Gotham. Well, I started posting all my streams to YouTube now. That way, when they disappear, you can still view them on YouTube. But I'm pretty sure that covers everything. So, what do you think? Everything is very detailed. I did my very best. There's just one thing I may need to do. As these buildings get taller, I have to, of course, make the walls around the prison taller. Because in the game, obviously Batman is allowed to glide over the walls, but he should not be allowed to glide over the walls just by climbing one damn building. That's why these walls need to be taller. I'll be doing that last after the whole prison is built. What I like about this building though, even though you can't see it, even in the game itself, when you're up here, you could see the whole tower, because this is how high the buildings get. This building, I'm pretty sure, is the tallest in the prison itself, which is why when you're at the very top of it, you can see like the entire tower pretty much. Yeah, I can see that. A month of work, and I've done quite a lot. And it's only gonna get bigger from here. I've always wanted to recreate the Arkham series because obviously it's my most beloved Batman series and superhero series as a whole. But when I tried it when I kept attempting it in the past, my Wonder Tower never looked quite right. So If I had tried to be dedicated and done it in the past, the map would have looked really derpy. I'm not exaggerating. I'm pretty sure that covers everything, bro. So now I'm going to continue working on the back and the rest of this building. Then the buildings all around this area until the entire alleyway is done. Let's get to the back now. 3 months. Yeah, that could be a problem. In 3 months, if with my dedication, I could probably see if it took me a month to do Wonder Tower, the walls around the tower, the processing center, and most of the Bowery. In 3 months, I'd assume I'd be done with the Bowery, Park Row, and maybe most of the amusement mile, depending on how fast I am. That's probably what I'd get done. I'm building all of the non-explorable buildings first because obviously once I have to build the explorable structures, that's where it gets very, very crowded because there's a lot of rooms in some of those explorable buildings. The courtroom is not included because you only get like 2 rooms. Well, 3. Alright. Let's finish up this building. That's the front. Not exactly, because I have to be courteous to exactly how much space each room needs. The biggest room in the explorable buildings as of so far, I'm pretty sure would be either Penguin's armory room or the GCPD precinct. Expanding would be pretty predictable for a map this large. I can obviously see why the devs at Rocksteady couldn't render all the maps of the games in Arkham Knight as what people wanted. Not only would the game crash, I'd assume it would fry your it would fry your console. Okay, last window. On terms of Riddler trophies, I've placed 2 in the Bowery so far. Well, two. 2 in the Bowery. There is 1 in that room that you saw on the end of that building. There's another that would go on top of the TV outside the processing center. There is 2 more. 1 in the cage I told you, which is 3. And then there is going to be another in the Bruce's cell, as well as that explosive wall that I showed you. So that's 5 Riddler trophies out of 400. That's how many Riddler trophies Riddler managed to spread around this city. 400. But yes, I may have to expand if I need to. 1%. That's a pretty good number. Oh shoot. I'm very eager what Rocksteady is cooking for the next couple of years. We could expect an announcement from the newest game in like maybe 2 years from now. And I don't know if you heard, WB wants to make another superhero game similar to Suicide Squad. On my opinion, is that really gonna be a good idea? They already screwed up with Suicide Squad. Granted, they still gave Kevin Conroy a good farewell, but still, the game itself, while I admire the graphics, the story doesn't really make much sense. Why would a character like Brainiac, for example, invade Earth now when he's had so much time to do so in the past? Another thing that's really confusing, the Deadshot that we got in Arkham Origins, apparently in Suicide Squad, he was either an imposter or he wasn't the real Deadshot. Honestly, if the Rocksteady game is still going to obviously be in Gotham, there's a part of Gotham that Arkham Knight clearly shows was not explored. So think about it. Arkham Asylum obviously covers Arkham Asylum. Arkham City covers Old Gotham. Arkham Origins covers South Gotham, which is what Old Gotham was connected to. And Arkham Knight covers Central Gotham. Apparently there was an Easter egg in Arkham's Shadow which confirms that Founders Island from Arkham Knight actually was considered to be part of Gotham even before then. Yet again, Arkham Shadow came a couple of years after Arkham Knight, so yeah, it was already established that those three islands of Central Gotham already existed. There are two parts of Gotham that Rocksteady has never covered. There was Rural Gotham, which is where Wayne Manor was located. I actually tried using the little glitch that allows you to explore the rest of Gotham. You can't reach Wayne Manor, unfortunately. You can get pretty close, but then an invisible barrier immediately kills you. And then there's North Gotham, which is where Arkham Asylum is connected to. Okay, so that's this side done. There's two parts of Gotham that Rocksteady could definitely cover. I wonder what villains in the Arkham series kind of deserves a redemption arc. That didn't get what they deserved in Arkham Knight. Honestly, it's a no-brainer for a Batman game if the Joker is gone for good, obviously, and Scarecrow is no longer a threat. Maybe Penguin should take the helm? Penguin didn't really get much of a redemption. She died, remember? Penguin kind of deserves a redemption arc because he got defeated by Batman and Nightwing. Granted, he also got tricked by Nightwing. He had Nightwing on gunpoint, and he lost because Nightwing managed to get in his head. Then in the DLC, yeah, that didn't work out either. Nightwing could literally just mess with the lights, and Penguin could not escape. If there's any villain, Penguin really needs a redemption arc. No, I have actually not seen it. Is it good? Alright, now we need to work on the sides. I might consider watching it. So Penguin is definitely a villain that deserves a redemption arc. I would say Two-Face, but to be honest, Two-Face has been in 2 games already. He was in Arkham City and Arkham Knight. At the same time, though, he does kind of deserve a redemption arc. How dangerous could he be with Batman obviously no longer being in the picture because he faked his death? So it's Penguin and Two-Face. Those two were the original crime bosses of Arkham City. What other villain deserves a redemption arc? Bane, obviously no, because Bane left to Santa Prisca after Arkham City. Mad Hatter? No. Zaz, maybe? To be honest, he was supposed to be one of the villains Batman was gonna fight in Arkham Knight, but he got cut. It would make sense to end his character arc if they let him. Oh, Killer Moth? Yeah, there's a riddle in Arkham Asylum. Unfortunately, Killer Moth met his death. There's a riddle in the Botanical Gardens, the aviary area. There's a skeleton of him that you have to scan for a riddle. I don't think he was called Mothman. He was called Killer Moth. Firefly should definitely be another one. Because honestly, his mission in Arkham Knight, it wasn't really that good. You're literally just chasing Garfield all over Gotham in your Batmobile. You don't even get a big fight at the very end. You just knock him out and take him to the GCPD lockup. Deathstroke as well. Slade definitely needs a redemption arc. I mean, I get it. He was the Arkham Knight's right-hand man. But you could have gave him his own fight where he actually could have an advantage instead of just reusing the Arkham Knight's tank. He deserved a proper fight. I wonder how dangerous he would be against against Batman's other heroes. Because he's skilled against Batman, but what about Robin, Nightwing, Batgirl? The thing about Deathstroke, since he's a skilled fighter, Batman always has to adapt. Alright, now we're gonna go on the other side. I'm not gonna get much of a view from down there. I need a better view. I'm getting shot. Where is that coming from? I can't get much of a view. In some media, he is. In other media, the villain for Nightwing, his nemesis, is actually a guy named Shrike, who Arkham Shadow clearly covers. I don't got much of a view. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. Looks like I'm gonna have to beat these guys up first. Otherwise, they're gonna ruin. You broke my combo. Even though Arkham City and Arkham Knight, they are different games, in true premise fashion, if you look at the dots, it's just pretty much Arkham City except you're playing Gotham. You're playing in Gotham. Because think about it. Scarecrow broadcasts around Gotham just like Hugo Strange did in Arkham City. Just like in Arkham City, even though you are allowed to roam anywhere you want, you can't leave. True. Slade in other media though, if Batman was no longer in the picture, Slade would be the Teen Titans nemesis. In the Arkhamverse, it doesn't seem like Dick Grayson has stepped on his role of being leader of the Teen Titans yet. Or maybe he did when he was Robin back in Arkham Origins. The games never specify. Alright, I took the thugs out, so now just seems like it's just a bunch of... Oh, never mind, there is a window there. Or is that a door? Oh, that's a window. It's a bunch of brick and then a window. Okay. Alright, okay. Brick. Oh, it's running out. Okay, so... wherever I build this window, I have to divide it. So if I build it in the middle, for example, which is where it would go. Oh, I messed up. That's where it would go. Then in the same area, there is a layer of... I don't have a material that looks like... There is really no material that looks like just steel metal in Minecraft unless you had mods. So the only material I can really use is chiseled quartz block. I'm trying to think if WB or Rocksteady should make more Batman prequel games. Or I'm pretty sure Arkham Origins Blackgate, and Arkham Shadow was enough prequel before Arkham Asylum started. Iron blocks? Not really. Iron blocks are still technically white. They don't have enough, like, grayish color to look like steel. So I gotta work with what I got. Okay, so it this pillar pretty much goes all the way to the top. Oh, I also forgot Harley. Even though she technically did get a redemption arc in Arkham Knight, it just wasn't big enough for the role that she had in Arkham City. She literally takes over a portion of the industrial district, transforms it into her personal fortress, captures most of the police officers that Gordon had sent. And she even had time to rig the place with bombs. She deserves a bigger role just like that. In Arkham Knight, she was pretty much just there to get her revenge, but in true fashion, you pretty much just knock her out easily. I'm all out of ideas, bro. What other characters deserve a redemption arc?
Kobe,
No.
Kobe, 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 wait.
I'm not.
Kobe, wait. Kobe, Kobe, wait.
Out.
Ties.
What do you want? Where do you're going?
I just want to. Well, I just want. Well, I just wanted to. Like. I just want to sit right here. No, let
I'm
me sit
working.
right there.
You can't be in here. You are going to distract me.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No!
Yep, I told you. I'm grateful that school's starting up again. Because I get my freedom back from her. Because I won't be home early. I have my own life, I have my own stuff to do. For example, esports. I'll be joining the cooking program at Step Up, spending time with my friends, and getting my homework done. By the time I'm done with all that and I come home, it'll be 5 o'clock. We'll be eating dinner, bedtime. I won't have time for that. I won't have time to play with her. She is 5.5. She turns 6 in October 5th. Okay. So the way this is gonna look is there are two walls. There's gonna be two walls at the very beginning, and then it's gonna be window, 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 pretty much all windows. All the way to the top. Then there's gonna be some extra details I'm gonna have to add later when I'm completely done with the building. Alright. So it's window, window. There's gonna be 3 windows I need to do. Not to do that then. So I don't have space to fit 3 windows. No, I don't. I don't. Never mind. Just leave it like that then. And then the next one. Oh, same with this one. Don't ask why I'm wearing a skeleton head. I honestly don't know. You don't know any other villains that deserve a redemption arc? The ones that I'm thinking of, they've all died. Yeah. Batman doesn't kill, but a couple of his villains have died in the games. I mean, would it be bad if if the next game would be focused on Raish? The League of Assassins didn't really get much of a role in the Arkham games, just in Arkham City, because Raish was the whole mastermind of the entire plan in the first place. Gotham Knights is not technically canon, so it would be nice if the next Rocksteady game focused on the League of Assassins, and if they attempted to do anything about Gotham now that Batman has faked his death and allowed his other family members to take on the role of the mantle. At the same time, though, if you do the Season of Infamy DLC, you could kill him or you could save him. The Batman thing, if this was not a choice, would be obviously he wouldn't kill him. He would save him. That wasn't his fault, though. Joker forced it. If he had just had a little bit of patience, let Batman finish his monologue without stabbing him in the back, the cure would still have been intact. Joker and Batman would have been able to run out of the Monarch Theater scot-free. Joker would have been recaptured, and Arkham Knight would have had to been made way differently. In the comics, yeah, he had let him die before, but perhaps it was for a reason. Batman obviously doesn't kill. Even that little cameo that we got in Arkham Origins, where it looks like he killed Bane, he just decapitated him. He was still alive. Kind of similar to what he did in Arkham Origins, where as soon as he was cornered and he was about to be killed, he jumped off the building and Batman was forced to save him. Which is why the Joker now idolized Batman from that point on. So, if it didn't happen, the Joker most likely would not have had that big of an obsession with Batman. He would still have been a normal criminal that would have done most damage to Gotham. His obsession with Batman was what clearly made him the most dangerous villain. Technically, he did. Joker was about to jump off a building where he clearly would have died if he had fell. Both stories play out very differently, both in the Arkham series and in the comics. Most people find it hard to believe what actually is canon. The comics that talk about it, or the games themselves. Because the biggest thing that people have with the Arkham series, it doesn't have a specific timeline at all. A lot of people are also mad, apparently, about how Two-Face became Two-Face. In every part of piece of media, he's always had that twin personality disorder. Seems like comics Batman was a lot more cruel than the media Batman afterwards. The comic, obviously, Batman was created from the comics first before he became a media influence. I can assume when entertainment companies and gaming companies like Rocksteady and Warner Brothers took the IP of Batman, they had to make some changes to how he was portrayed in the comics. At the same time, though, there are a lot of characters in the Arkham series that were perfectly allowed to kill, and they didn't have to get any modifications whatsoever. I mean, I can see why they had to make Batman a lot more friendly and a little less mean, besides how he was when he... At the same time, though, the comics most likely portray a less experienced Batman, like how Arkham Origins portrays it. Since it's Batman's early years, he's still getting used to the fact of being a hero and stuff, so Batman's no killing rule in the comics probably wasn't his priority back then. No, there is no set timeline. As I said, there's a lot of events in the Arkham series. That'll make sense. Still got a long way to go still. He still has the no killing rule, but since it was one of the first runs of the Batman comics, he was more detective, less hero. Emphasis on the detective. I think another thing that definitely is a little bit annoying with Batman's character in the Arkham series, why doesn't Bruce just settle on one partner? In Arkham Origins, his partner was Vicky Vale. Arkham City, Catwoman, along with Talia. He has 3 different partners. He's not willing to settle on one? Oh, how awkward would it be if the 3 of them all met in a room, found out that they both like the Dark Knight, aka Bruce Wayne, and find that they have to fight to choose. Honestly, if it were my choice, I think Batman and Talia, Rosala, or no, Talon, no, wait, Talia Wayne, Tane, yeah. The relationship Tane, I think, I mean, it's a good relationship. At the same time, though, it's pretty toxic given the fact that they can't even be together unless Batman takes off his oath of no killing and joins the League of Assassins. He loves Talia dearly, but he knows his motives. If it were up to me, I think the relationship between Batman and Catwoman actually is a lot better. It's clear that they show their chemistry quite a lot in the Arkham series. Arkham City, of course, it was just a subtle nod after she gets rescued. Of like, I think I chipped a nail back there. You expecting a kiss? Then in Arkham Knight, they actually got that kiss. Granted, it was Batman's last one. I think the thing that needs to be answered, though, what the heck was Batman doing in the background after he faked his death? Obviously, he was still fighting crime, using Scarecrow's fear gas. Never seen Batman use another villain's resources, well, besides Arkham City. Not Arkham City, Arkham Origins, where he was using the electrocutioner's gauntlets. But using Scarecrow's fear gas, I mean, I get it. Batman's whole motto is that he attacks criminals with fear. Hopefully he modified that fear gas, though, because the one that Scarecrow unleashed in Gotham and Arkham Knight was brutal. Scarecrow was not joking when he said his fear gas would be the strongest it's ever been. It not only broke the Dark Knight, but it also started getting the Joker inside of him to continue manifesting. Stronger, if I might add. Hopefully he modified it. He doesn't want to leave his criminals with complete trauma stuck in their cell, besides Scarecrow. The way that he was actually set up in Arkham's Shadow, I mean, it seems like he was a mad scientist from the very start, even before he became Scarecrow. His obsession with fear not only got him fired from Blackgate, but he turned into the villain Scarecrow just because of it. It's very interesting to me that in the Arkham games, Scarecrow only works at Blackgate because he turned down a professor role. And he gave it to Penelope Young, who we now know later on was responsible for producing Titan. I thought Scarecrow and Penelope and Dr. Young didn't have many similarities to each other, but I guess they do now since they went to the same university. You probably have never played nor heard of the Arkham Asylum game before then. Sadly, her research was short-lived because at not the very end of Arkham Asylum, the end of the Arkham Mansion section of the game, Joker just immediately gets tired of her and blows her up. Like that. Probably payback because she betrayed him after she found out what he actually wanted. Anytime Joker hires anyone, he will immediately dispose of them. That quickly. At the very beginning of Arkham Asylum, Frank Bowles helped escort Gordon out with the help of Harley, of course. And after he was of no use, he immediately kills him. And it's not just his hired help, he does the same to his henchmen too. Does this name sound familiar? Razor. Apparently he was just a random Joker thug who obviously had to do Joker's bidding. He ended up getting stuck on a wire once that you could actually cut down, but unfortunately, even though Batman does not kill in the Arkham series, you are forced to make him engulf in the laughing gas in order to continue the story. You see him again, though, in the intensive treatment part, right after Joker blows him up while he's trying to rig a gargoyle. Honestly, in the Arkham Asylum game, Young wasn't actually forced to die. Batman had to. I think he basically had to choose between running out of air or saving her. Unfortunately, he couldn't do either because Joker rigged the bomb to explode almost instantly. So neither of them could get out of the room before it blew up, killing Dr. Young engulfed in flames, and Batman was knocked out before Harley came into the room. I can't see it. What the heck? Never mind. Alright, let's finish this up. Oh, I think I have another. I know another villain that deserves a redemption arc. Although Rocksteady should not consider it, please. We've had to deal with him for every game. Oh well, besides Arkham Asylum, oh my God. Besides Arkham Origins, Blackgate, and Arkham Shadow, but still, I think he's had enough. He has been in 3 games, pretty much the main trilogy: Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Knight. No more Riddler, please. He is a pain to deal with. 400 Riddler trophies in Arkham City that sometimes I forget which one. I mean, he's a good villain on terms of collectibles and stuff. But do any other villain, just not Riddler. If you had to collect all those trophies, bro, you would definitely be agreeing with me. I mean, I get it. I get it. It's funnier, but still, it is a pain to collect all those trophies, and some of them are not explained on how you do it. I think the only thing they did that Arkham Knight did good with Riddler, though, they actually gave him his own boss fight. Because in Arkham City, you collect 400 trophies around Arkham City, and for what? You just go underneath Riddler's platform, take him out, punch him, and then strap him to his own bomb vest. Luckily, obviously, Batman wasn't gonna push the button. But what he says, though, is interesting. Riddler, of course, says, "No. You think I'm gonna fall for this, Dark Knight? I know you won't kill me." True. But you know they won't. Get your ass moving, Riddler. You can't control me. Do I have to push the button? No. You'll pay for this, Batman. You sure this thing won't work? No. But it's not a good idea letting him know that, is there? An environmental boss? I actually would need you to explain this more, bro. a boss that you don't face at all. So basically, well, Riddler did. It's a boss that they don't face at all. They attack with other people or bombs. Ah, I see what you mean. I mean, technically, in both Arkham City and Arkham Knight, Riddler did have henchmen that you could defeat. Riddler, of course, doesn't show up at all. In Arkham City, he's either inside his Riddler room, behind a projector, waiting for you to show up, or he's in his hideout, literally stalking Batman's every move. The reason I have so much hate on Riddler is one reason. His darn Riddler challenges in Riddler's Revenge. Combat obviously is no pushover. It's not that difficult if you know your combat. Predator, however, you watched my stream when I was doing the platinum for that. That was brutal. I kept dying so much to those guards. I thought I was in the clear, hiding up on top, trying to mess them up. Mess with them by throwing a remote control battering the other direction to trick their AI. However, they're definitely a lot slicker than I anticipated. They saw me on the other gargoyle on the other side, shot me. I tried running out, swinging, and I still died. When it comes to those guards, you can trick them, but they're always one step ahead of you. Yeah, I beat it, otherwise I wasn't going to be able to platinum the game. I managed to beat it, but it took a long time. If you saw my recent one that I did with Catwoman, I don't know what happened. I was on the first map for Predator, which was the extreme encounter in the steel mill. I died, if I can remember correctly, 20 times. It's supposed to be the first extreme challenge. And as Catwoman, I died 20 times. That proves to you how difficult it is to do those challenges as Catwoman, considering she doesn't have that many good things to use. At least with Batman, you can cheat it by knocking them over with the batarang, or you could take them out with the shock batarang. Inverted takedown. Batman has it all. Catwoman, you can use her bullets, the cat drops, the whip, but she doesn't have that many good gadgets to use. That it's pretty difficult to do Predator as her. A week later, when I was doing the DLC for Arkham Knight, when I got to Catwoman's Revenge, I kid you not, I died so many times. A couple times on the Predator section by getting caught, and a couple times dying to the combat section at the end because of how many freaking robots you have to fight. Yeah, I agree with you. The Insomniac Spider-Man games are actually quite enjoyable. The thing I didn't like about them, though, when my brother and I were attempting to beat the game, Silver Sable. I hated doing those outposts because it was so easy to die in those outposts. The more protected they are, the more dangerous they are. I can assume that's why most people say between the Arkham series and Spider Man, in the Arkham series, they like the story. They like the story, and and that they like how deep the characters are. In the Spider-Man series, people like the gameplay, how it plays, and just exactly how lenient the game can be at times. Miles Morales too. I've never actually played that one. My brother had it, but I never actually got a chance to play it. And speaking of Miles Morales, even though a lot of people want him in the MCU, Marvel is not allowed until his Spider-Verse series comes to an end. Until it's over, Marvel has to get away from Miles. It's kind of pretty bad timing though, because in the MCU right now, for next year, we get Spider-Man Brand New Day, and then we get Avengers Doomsday. And since Beyond the Spider-Verse is coming out in 2027, which is when Secret Wars happens, another one that comes out, the one that's after Doomsday. What could they do with Miles? They would have to make his own movie pretty much, because Doomsday and Secret Wars, they're both one trilogy, I assume. By the time by the time Beyond the Spider-Verse it releases and his franchise is over, what can they even do with Miles? They would pretty much only gonna be able to give him like a small cameo, or at best his own movie. That would be years from now. With how long Beyond the Spider-Verse is taking, I don't think Marvel is gonna have a good opportunity to use Miles. At least not in a collab movie, probably by himself. He would probably need his own live action movie. Replacement of Peter Parker. I probably would see that happening because Tom Holland Peter, of course, he's not a senior yet. Because Homecoming, of course, he was a sophomore, I think. He was 15, right? Yeah, sophomore. So he's not a senior yet. So after a couple of years, when Secret Wars, Brand New Day, and Doomsday conclude, I could see them doing a movie for Miles where he would take Tom Holland's role away. I do kind of see that happening. Alright, we're on the last side of this building, and then we're done. as of now, because I gotta build that pipe after I build the building that connects to it later on. Now this side, you don't get to see much of because it's blocked by what white thing? On the left or the right? Oh, the top? Oh, that's the clouds. The other side of the building is being blocked just a little bit. There's another building blocking view of of the building, so what you see on this side, you pretty much only see 3 sets of windows, and that's it. Then the rest I'm pretty much covering with brick because the rest of it gets obscured by other buildings. Okay, so if I follow what I had done before, alright, so I also need to put 2 windows here, so we gotta put a window, 3 windows. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 3 windows, and then there is gonna be that. And then 2 sets of windows in the middle. That is not symmetrical. May have to make some changes because that's not symmetrical. It needs to look even. We're probably going to have to do only 2 windows because of space problems. And then there we go. There we go. Okay, so 3 sets of windows, and then that's it. Oop, that's not where it goes. Got anything else you want to ask, bro? Nah. Uh, okay. Cure of Gotham. Well, the Arkham series, to most villains, Gotham's cure would be killing all the criminals altogether. That was both Hugo Strange. Oh, Curse of Gotham. To be honest, no, I don't. I mean, I could see part of that being true because even when Gotham is safe, there's always one thing that happens which brings the whole city back to chaos. All right. Three sets of windows, and then the rest of it is pretty much brick because it gets obscured. I could see that. Messed up. I mean, I can agree with you there because, like I said, Gotham could be nice and peaceful in the day, but at night, it is a complete. What's the word? It is a complete war zone. Lazarus pits, fear toxin, chemicals, radiation, everything else. Yep. So it's very disappointing the Arkham games didn't cover exactly where the Lazarus pit came from. There's no way that the Lazarus pit had been under Monarch Theater, built in a room like that on purpose. It had to have came from somewhere. Aliens? Hmm. That's Gotham's air for you. Radiation probably from Ace Chemicals. Last one. Alright. That's all the windows over here. Now, the rest of it is just going to be brick. And with that, this entire building is finished. Each side has now been built. I will make that pipe better later on. I will add the detailing and all of that next stream. Ah, bro, you got here a little late. I was just about to end stream, but it'll be on YouTube, so you could rewatch it later. Yeah, I know. Well, that's the only time that's around the time my sister falls asleep. Unfortunately, that's also an hour before my bedtime. So, working at night ain't gonna work for me anymore, especially with school starting. So, they're gonna start to be early. I may even have to get the PC game on Steam in order to continue building with the reference. Anyways, I will continue tomorrow. I appreciate you all for tuning in. No, of course I'm not building without a reference. I obviously have the real game loaded on my other console. Trust me, there is no way in hell I would remember where every building went in the map. So I obviously needed the real game to load, to be loaded on to a different console in order to remember where all the buildings go. Anyways, as you put it, I am 1% away from finishing the entirety of this map. It's going to be huge. I imagine in a couple of years, this map is going to be pretty good when it's finished. The best part is you get to explore all of Gotham. Granted, I still have to make North and Rural Gotham low render mode, meaning like I have to use wool as the building materials, so it looks like the buildings far away are like really rendered so badly to the point where they have no collision. It's just gonna be the parts of Gotham that were already tackled in the games already. And since this map is open-ended, you get to choose which game you want to play through. After I'm done with all this, I will make playthrough videos of recreating the story of Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, Arkham Origins, Arkham Origins Blackgate, and Arkham Shadow, probably in a couple of years, depending on how long it takes to finish every single game. I'll let you guys on a little secret though. I'm gonna need a ton of characters that a ton of characters that are gonna play the characters. So I wonder which one of you would be willing to lend your guys a role on a character. Since I'm the one that made the map, I will obviously be playing the Batman and Bruce Wayne. I'll have to change my pitch depending on which game it is. Either Arkham Origins, the prequel, or Arkham Asylum current. I got some big plans for this map once it's finished. Yeah, I know, but it would be more authentic if I had my friends and supporters on the game with me, playing the roles. It would be a little more authentic that way. Thanks, bro. That means a lot. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. That's fine. Alright, anyways, I'll continue my work tomorrow. Anyway, alright, so, enjoy the rest of your guys' afternoons, and I will be speeding away now. See ya.